We're working to connect a region of over 600 million bridges between our lands.
Hello and welcome to ASEAN in Focus. I'm Judith Limera delivering to you the latest news in and around the ASEAN region on today's headlines. President Rodrigo Duterte has fired Vice President Maria Leonor Leni Robredo as co-chairperson of the Interagency Committee on Anti-Illegal Drugs, or ICAD. 22 Rohingya Muslims trying to escape one of Myanmar's camps by boat were arrested after they were forced ashore by their leaking vessel, the local police said Friday. And Southeast Asian Games host the Philippines apologized on Sunday after some arriving athletes were left stranded for hours at the airport or were driven to the wrong hotel, a logistical snafu that drew criticism just days before the competition starts. President Rodrigo Duterte has fired Vice President Maria Leonor Leni Robredo as co-chairperson of the Interagency Committee on Anti-Illegal Drugs, or ICAD. Executive Secretary Salvador Medialdea on Sunday confirmed Duterte's decision to axe Robredo as drug czar. The president booted Robredo out of ICAD after his recent warning that he would fire the vice president in case she discloses confidential drug war records. It also came a day after the president's revelation that he was not satisfied with Robredo's performance as drug czar. Robredo was supposed to help her ICAD co-chair, Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency Director General Aaron Aquino, in addressing the drug menace in the country until June 30, 2022. Robredo was appointed by Duterte as ICAD co-chair on October 31st, following her claims that the current administration's drug war is absolutely not working. Duterte initially wanted Robredo to hold a cabinet rank as ICAD co-chair, but later on changed his mind for fear that the vice president might reveal classified matters about the government's anti-narcotics campaign. The chief executive admitted on Saturday that he can never trust Robredo when it comes to keeping drug war records as secret. He made the admission as he acknowledged that Robredo leads the opposition and seeks foreign entities' advice to improve the Philippines' war on illegal drugs. Meanwhile, Vice President Maria Leonor Leni Robredo wasted the opportunity to work with the Duterte administration in improving the crackdown on illegal drugs, Malacanang said on Sunday night. Presidential spokesperson Salvador Panelo confirmed that President Rodrigo Duterte fired Robredo as co-chair of the Interagency Committee on Anti-Illegal Drugs, or ICAD, due to several reasons, including the latter's dare to Duterte just tell her if he wants her out.
It's the VP Leni herself asking the president to fire her. Don't forget that. If you were the appointing power, how would you receive that kind of dare and taunt?
He also said Duterte's decision to fire Robredo came after Liberal Party President and Senator Francis Pangilinan asked Duterte to fire the vice president as drug czar if he did not completely trust her. However, he said it was Robredo's missteps, such as a meeting with foreign entities, seeking classified information, and failing to present new solutions to stop the illegal drug trade, were the main reasons that led to her sacking. Panelo explained that the drug czar post was an offer to make the campaign against illegal drugs better, a chance where both the administration and the political opposition could have worked together.
The offer was very sincere, giving her the opportunity to help in the campaign, because she's been criticizing it. That is why precisely she was given such appointment, so she would be given the chance to assist in the campaigns against illegal drugs. It was a rare opportunity for an opposition leader to be included in the administration. Basta sinabi ni President, I'm firing her. Sabi ko, when? Mr. President, now.
On November 20, Robredo advised the president to tell her directly if he wanted her out of the government's campaign against illegal drugs. Duterte initially wanted Robredo to hold a cabinet rank as ICAD co-chair, but changed his mind for fear that the vice president might reveal classified information about the government's anti-narcotics campaign. In other news, the Bureau of Customs or BOC said on Saturday it would investigate to determine the people behind the importation of electronic waste from South Korea. In a statement, the Bureau said the investigation will also pave the way for the filing of appropriate charges against those responsible for the importation of a 40-footer container of misdeclared assorted electronic waste. The BOC Manila International Container Port or the MICP, together with the Environmental Protection and Compliance Division, inspected the shipment last November 21st. The container was consigned to Vision Restore and Equipment Corp and arrived at the MICP on November 6th. Based on the BOC report, the consignee declared the shipment as used TV parts and electric parts. However, upon examination, it was found to contain electronic waste or discarded electrical or electronic devices. On November 15, MICP District Collector Guillermo Pedro Francia IV issued an alert order against the container. He also recommended the revocation of the accreditation of the importer and the customs broker to the Accounts Management Office. The BOC will issue an order of re-exportation directing the consignee to return the shipment to its port of origin pursuant to Customs Memorandum Order 38-2019. In relation to the provisions of Section 14 of Republic Act 6969 and Article 8 of the Base Convention on the Transboundary Movements of Hazardous Waste and their Disposal, to which both the Philippines and South Korea are signatories. Meanwhile, 22 Rohingya Muslims trying to escape one of Myanmar's camps by boat were arrested after they were forced ashore by their leaking vessel, the local police said Friday. The Rohingyas' plight horrified the world 2 years ago when a vicious military crackdown forced some 740,000 of the stateless minority to flee to Bangladesh, where they still languish in refugee camps. But hundreds of thousands more remain in Myanmar, confined since an earlier bout of intercommunal violence in 2012 to camps or villages with little freedom of movement. With limited access to education, livelihoods, or healthcare, Amnesty International condemns their conditions as apartheid. Many have tried to escape over the years to Thailand or Malaysia, often paying extortionate fees to human traffickers for places on overcrowded, decrepit boats. He said they told police they had been traveling for 4 days from Thay Kapien camp near Rakhine State capital Sittwe. They came ashore because their boat started leaking, he said. Adding the arrested men and women said they had been trying to reach Yangon to find work. This is the second group of the Rohingya the Ayayawargi police have arrested in recent months. In September, a group of 30 Rohingya, including 9 children, were detained as they tried to travel by boat, then rowed from Rakhine State to Yangon. To the outrage of rights groups, 8 teenagers were sent to a detention center, while one 5-year-old child was imprisoned with his mother and the rest of the group, all sentenced to 2 years behind bars. Tun Shui said no decision had yet been taken on whether the latest group would be sent back to Rakhine or not, adding police were still hunting the traffickers involved. The Rohingya garner little sympathy within Myanmar, where many people buy the official line that the minority are illegal immigrants from Bangladesh, even though many trace their roots in Myanmar back generations.
Hello everybody, My name is Sheena, and this is downtown Tampa. We are today at Tampa's Riverwalk, a trail that links to so many downtown destinations such as Tampa's Museum of Art, Glazer's Children's Museum, and Rivergate Tower. But there's so much more to the Riverwalks, from playgrounds to restaurants. So while you're planning your vacation to Tampa Bay, make sure to watch Digital Nest on YouTube or Net25 live stream every Tuesday and Thursday at 7:30 p.m. I'm Sheena Fernandez, your Florida Bureau correspondent, and I am 125.
Net25 is now available on OSN, the largest entertainment network in the Middle East and North Africa.
Watch your favorite Net25 shows on OSN Channel 725, same day as the Philippines.
Net25 shows live and on demand anytime, anywhere,
On any mobile device on OSN Play.
Accurate and fair reporting. Not only from Batanes to Tawi-Tawi, but also abroad. Detailed and timely stories relevant to people all over the world. Catch all of these at Net25, your reliable source of news, entertainment, and technology updates.
Welcome back. Exploring new partnerships and cooperation will be among President Rodrigo Duterte's main goals in his second visit to South Korea to attend a summit there, Malacanang said on Monday. Presidential spokesperson Salvador Panelo made this remark as Duterte is slated to participate in the Association of Southeast Asian Nations Republic of Korea, or the ASEAN ROC commemorative summit on Tuesday and Wednesday. Panelo said the summit will be a venue for the president to discuss with other regional leaders ways to address new world challenges such as protectionism, non-conventional security threats, transnational crimes, and cybercrime, among others. Duterte will also hold bilateral talks with South Korean President Moon Jae-in, he added. He also said that Duterte's second visit to the East Asian nation will also strengthen the 70-year relations between the two countries. According to Panelo, Duterte arrived safely in Busan, South Korea on Monday morning to begin the first day of the summit and other related special events and activities. The president was met at the Gimhae Air Base by South Korean Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs Lee Tae-ho, Deputy Director General of Public Diplomacy or Task Force Philippines Team Leader Yoon Jong-ho, and Ambassador to the Philippines Han Dong-man. Also present in welcoming the president were Philippine Ambassador to the Republic of Korea, Noe Wong, and Chief of Presidential Protocol and Presidential Assistant on Foreign Affairs Robert Borge. Meanwhile, Executive Secretary Salvador Medialdea will be officer in charge while President Rodrigo Duterte is in Busan, South Korea, to attend the 2019 Association of Southeast Asian Nations Republic of Korea commemorative summit. Special Order Number 1346, signed on November 22nd, designates Medialdea as officer in charge to take care of the day-to-day operations in the Executive Department from November 24 to 26th. Medialdea was assigned to ensure continuity of government service and oversee the general administration of the Executive Department. If necessary, Medialdea should also act for and on behalf of the President, except on matters that the President is required by the Constitution to act in person during the time that the President is in Busan. The order also noted that all departments, agencies, and instrumentalities of the government were ordered to assist Medialdea in the discharge of his functions. All Medialdea's acts for and on behalf of the President under the order will be deemed acts of the President unless disapproved or reprobated by the President, it added. Philippine Ambassador to Korea Noe Albano Wong on Sunday said the Philippine government may push for visa-free entry of Filipinos to South Korea anew. In a press briefing, Wong said visa-free entry for Filipinos into South Korea may be one of the topics to be raised at the Association of Southeast Asian Nations Republic of Korea commemorative summit on November 25th and 26th. Wong said Koreans do not need a visa when staying in the Philippines for 30 days or less, but Filipinos need one when visiting Korea. He explained that there have been Filipino tourists complaining about the length of time it takes for them to get a visa from the Korean embassy, ranging from 15 to 45 days. Korea remains the Philippines' top market, Wong said. In a separate press conference, South Korean ambassador to the Philippines, Han Dong-man, expressed hope that there would be a visa-free policy between the Philippines and Korea as soon as the problem with about 15,000 Filipinos illegally entering Korea is resolved.
With hope, in the near future, we can have a free visa policy between Korea and the Philippines. But so far, there are certain numbers of illegal Filipinos in Korea. That's why our basic policy is that if we witness the drastic decrease of illegal people, naturally can have a free visa policy. But still, there are many illegal people. So, approximately 15,000.
Earlier, Han vowed to bring 2 million Korean tourists to the Philippines by year-end compared to 1.6 in December 2018. Han said that since the visa applications of Filipinos to Korea increased by 20% this year, he vowed to simplify the steps in its processing. There are at least 93,000 Koreans living in the Philippines, while 58,000 Filipinos are in Korea, Wong said. The envoy meanwhile appeared that the Koreans are enjoying Filipino culture just as much as Filipinos appreciate Korean culture in the form of K-drama, K-pop, food, cosmetics, and the like. He said 2 Philippine restaurants in Korea, namely Jovis Grill and Hapunan, are making good with mostly Korean customers. He described the cultural exchange between the Philippines and South Korea as blooming.
In conclusion, the visit of President Duterte to Busan will be a very wonderful occasion to expand our cooperation in many different sectors. So Korea, as a very close ally and a very close partner of the Philippines, will remain as a true friend to work together. Because there is a Korean saying, a friend in need is a friend indeed.
Watch your favorite Net25 shows on OSN channel 725, same day as the Philippines.
Net25 is now available on OSN, the largest entertainment network in the Middle East and North Africa.
Watch your favorite Net25 shows live
and on demand anytime, anywhere on
any mobile device on OSN Play.
Hi everyone, I'm Nicole Tongo, your ABC Las Vegas correspondent, reminding you that we should view every day as a new day. We should not let the troubles of the past hinder us in moving forward in life. And don't forget to watch Digital Nest on Tuesday and Thursday at 7:30 p.m. only on Net 25. Again, I am Nicole Tongo and I am one with 25.
Welcome back. Diners at a restaurant in the Indonesian city of Yogyakarta sit to eat in a shallow pool filled with fish nibbling their feet. Take a look.
Tadi agak menggigit-gigit itu tadi kayak terapi gitu ya mungkin ya dari ikan ini, jadi suasana jadi seru aja. ada apa kuningan-kuningan di soto ini gitu ya. Pengalaman ya
Southeast Asian Games host the Philippines apologized on Sunday after some arriving athletes were left stranded for hours at the airport or were driven to the wrong hotel. A logistical snafu that drew criticism just days before the competition starts. Athletes have begun flying into Manila ahead of Saturday's opening, but for Cambodia and East Timor's football squads, the arrival was not what they were expecting. East Timor's team was driven to the wrong hotel, complicating their arrival and training schedules. The Philippine Sea Games Organizing Committee offered an explanation of the hiccups, putting the blame on a last-minute change in travel plans and the afternoon check-in time of the hotel. Meanwhile, Thailand's football team, which also waited for hours at the airport for the right documents, had to change their training plans because the hotel was too far from the venue. Coach Akira Nishino said they opted to work out in the streets near the hotel instead of spending hours traveling. The games, the first hosted by the Philippines since 2005, are expected to draw thousands of athletes, journalists, and dignitaries over their nearly two-week run. Smooth functioning logistics will be key to the success of the 56 ports spread across dozens of venues in and around Manila. The hotel pickup problems came as organizers were already under fire over a nearly $1 million cauldron that will hold the game's flame. Critics said the money it cost to build the 50-meter or 160 feet cauldron at the main stadium in Clark, north of Manila, would have been better spent helping the nation's children and poor.
The organizers have apologized and have committed themselves to do better next time or for subsequent artists who are coming. And the Office of the President is giving no excuses. And as host country, we're apologizing for the inconvenience suffered by the athletes. But as we said, this kind of incidents, given the number of countries participating in the athletes coming here, could not be avoided. There will be delays in the transport and the checking in. There will be some miscommunications. those are never intentional. But what is appealing to me, or to us, is that there has been no single incident report of their safety being in danger or their health being under at risk, yes.
And that is the latest news in the Southeast Asian nations. Stay updated about the ASEAN region. I'm Judith Yamera and I'm on with 25.